2, 3, 4.
The world was so big, and I was so small. Your voice was always the loudest of all.
And now he's wiping the sweat from his brow. He's in podcast position.
Oh,
There he is.
Oh gosh, don't lounge too much.
Let's go ahead and start this off. Welcome to Danny and Mike Minisode. To my right, Mr. Michael C. Morona.
Welcome to the mini lounge.
And to his right, Mr. Daniel Tamborelli.
Hey, that's me.
And I am Jeremy. This episode is going to be a very special episode for you Patreon subscribers. If you're not on our Patreon account, check it out, patreon.com/Danny and Mike with
The end spelled
the
out.
end spelled out. That's right. We just wanted to do a whole episode basically saying thank you and doing some shout outs, and maybe I'll give you guys some names of people who support us, and we could talk about them. We could make a story about them. We could do whatever we want. What do you think?
Well, this is a free-for-all episode.
It's a free-for-all.
Why don't you just start throwing some names out there, Jeremy?
Well, here's a couple people I want to talk about. Let's start at the people who
For the listener, you can hear the people.
Unroll the scroll, Jeremy,
popple.
because we have a scroll of honor.
There are several people. Tell me about Rob Jones.
Oh, classic Rob Jones. You know,
Rob?
yeah,
Rob.
Rob and I go way back.
Well, it's
back.
you know what?
Yeah.
It's tougher to think of a time when I didn't know him than when I knew him.
Look, all the times he gave me a ride home from the bar.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't.
Yep.
You know, he's a real top-notch guy.
Risking the DWI himself because he had been there drinking with you the whole time.
Right. But you know,
or did you pick him? Did you just call him afterwards?
No, man, no. He was a DD, man. That's the kind of guy Rob
Solid.
Jones is. Solid individual.
Solid.
You know what I mean?
Designated driver.
Like, you know, he would even zip up my mom's, dress if I couldn't, get it all the way up.
wait a minute. That's weird.
No. What?
That is weird.
No.
Why was he in-
anybody? I'm just saying. So I was at a Kohl's.
Rob,
I was at a Kohl's
you
and
were
my
at
mom
Kohl's.
needed help.
Okay.
And I couldn't get the zip all the way up. for the
Fake
back.
story. Fake story. Rob only goes to TJ Maxx. Next person.
Well, Rob is also another good person, Natalie Jean Bauer.
Oh, Natalie. I mean,
Yeah.
all the times.
She taught me swimming.
She
Oh,
taught
really?
you. She taught you swimming.
Yeah. Yep. I was.
She taught me to love.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's funny because the class was described as a learn to love and swim, which was a combo.
Mm.
Yeah.
So-
That's alphabet.
Have you ever been
it's
hugged in a
alphabetical.
pool? It feels very nice.
so
it's
nice.
a really
Weird.
nice thing.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
I guess it's been a while.
But she was solid. I can now not just float to the bottom. Float to the bottom. That's not right. I can sink to the bottom. I actually can swim now.
And
so
did you
big
know her
shout out.
great-grandfather invented Bauer ice skates?
No, I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
yeah.
Did not know
Yeah.
that.
No,
Wow.
no. Oh,
They're
that's
the
a
best.
different Bauer.
They're the best kind of Bauers.
That's a different.
If that's the
Bauer.
case, Natalie, go ahead and bump up that Patreon
Yeah.
donation.
We are proud. We're proud of you, Natalie, but you could do more with your ice skate fortune, which we know is not real.
Tell me what you guys know about Zach Fieldsend.
Oh, Zach, I do know.
Again,
Well-
with that last name.
Fieldsend.
Fieldsend. Well, I know all of them, but Zach is,
Truly,
he's got the dinosaur dirt crew in Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
up there.
Wait,
Yep.
you're not making this up, are you?
No, I'm not. No, he's awesome. He's a very good dude. He hooked the band up with some studio time.
Oh, nice.
In
Oh,
Chicago, we made a record out of it. That's out now on iTunes.
That's right.
Jounce,
Good plug.
the IV Labs studio session.
This seems more like a Patreon for Danny's band. Anyway, you're probably nice, Zach.
He's super good dude.
Yeah.
Another-
Even though you're in Chicago,
No, they got good pizza there.
Well, did
Remember?
we just lose Chicago again?
We just did a Chicago
we just got them
episode.
back. We just got them back. How could we
Another-
lose them?
Another solid person, Josh Gwynn.
Josh.
Josh Gwynn. Now, let me tell you
Gwynn.
about these 4 people that I've just met. They don't even want a reward. They're just donating. Isn't that
Really?
something? Yeah.
They just want.
Kindness of their heart.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they have a condition, and it's called heart kindness.
It's
and this is how they deal with the heart kindness.
That's right.
They have to give away excess money.
right. And it's not. Don't be confused with heart on the outside of your body. That's a different
no. That is
illness.
good. I always think of that Heart movie with Christian Slater and Marissa Tomei.
Oh God, what is that called?
It's called It's a Baboon.
Wild Heart.
Yep,
Wild Hearts
getting
Can't
there.
Be Broken. No,
It's
something.
called I Have a Baboon Heart from a Transplant, but I saved you from a mugger.
We've talked about this movie on this podcast.
I know.
before.
I know.
I can't remember.
But
what
these
it
are
is.
good people.
and we looked it up. We fact checked it. But
Josh Gwynn, he doesn't want anything in return, but the band asks a lot of him when we're in Southern Ohio
Yep.
because he lets us stay in his house.
He's a good
Very
and
nice.
considerate
mess around
man.
with his puppy Bomber.
Oh, what's
So,
up, Bomber? Shout out to Bomber.
Yeah, Bomber's.
Is that a real person, huh?
It's a
A real
puppy.
dog. A real
It's a real
dog.
dog. Yes, it's a real dog. Very fun, very fast. Boy, is he fast.
Oh, Swift.
Swift puppy. And he plays the mean guitar.
I don't know. Did the puppy
True.
actually contribute anything to the Patreon?
I bet
valid.
1/4 of Josh's donations
Josh, you're a
every
good man.
month is
Bomber
from
has
Bomber.
Bomber's done nothing
Yeah.
for us. Moving on.
So these, I want you. There's two people I want to talk about: Anthony DeLucia and James Tingle. Tell me about them and their what they did.
Well, they're
you take one and I'll
brothers,
take one, right?
But they're brothers with different last names, but they're still brothers.
They're bros.
They're brothers to us.
Patreon
and-
bros.
They're
Yeah.
Patreon bros. Yeah.
And who can say it was? They had a vision, and that was that man could fly in heavier than air machines, and nobody would listen to them, and they took their
No, no, no,
bicycles.
I'm sorry. It's the
that's
Wright brothers.
Yeah, that's different.
This is not the
No, this is
No,
not.
no,
this
no,
is
no, no.
this is the Tingle and the DeLucia.
household.
Yeah. yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah, so
those guys are great too.
they're great. They're great.
They,
Yeah.
they
have, they have a company.
I
It's
mean-
DLT, Delucia Tingles.
They actually make a hemorrhoid cream too.
Don't forget,
they?
Yeah.
don't forget our jingle,
Hemorrhoid cream.
Delucia Tingles. You guys are both such good sports.
Thank
to-
you,
to-
Anthony, James.
to
Appreciate
supply your names for our mouths.
that. Brent Griffiths.
You're a good
Brent
man.
Griffiths?
What
You're
could we
good-
say about Brent Griffiths
that hasn't been said
said?
about Afghanistan? Brent,
What does that mean?
that's
What?
from the Dave Chappelle
Yeah.
show.
Okay.
Brent, you've been a consistent online interactor
Yep.
with the show, and please don't stop because we know that someone out there cares about us.
And we know what you did.
And I like hearing, what he likes and maybe disliked about the episode, which is usually not much.
Mm-mm.
Sure.
It's a very positive force in the Danny and Mike
Community. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
appreciate the feedback and from our paid and unpaid patrons, and
Right.
we appreciate feedback all around. Thank you, Brent, Mr. Griffiths.
Big shout out to Brent Griffiths.
Griffiths.
Here's three people I want to talk about: Marcus Salsi, which I
Mhm.
think we met recently at a live show, right? Jolie Benzie, cool last name, and Liz Eileen. Tell me about Liz, Jolie, and Marcus.
Liz Eileen. I mean, a proud representative of the Emerald Isle,
Okay.
and also a proud supporter of the Danny and Mike endeavors here in Adventureland.
Right.
Where are we? Seltzer King Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's putting foam on the walls here at Seltzer King Studios, and we want to salute her
That's right.
and
Wow.
acknowledge her.
And it took Marcus a little bit to get into the fold with them, but now they're
Oh,
like
yeah.
3 piece in a pod.
Three
you know,
P's.
for real.
Yeah, tell us about the
Three-
person in the middle.
Well, that's Jolie. That's
Benzie.
Benzie, yeah, which is a great last name. She did get confused quite a lot for
With-
the drug of the 70s.
Oh,
The benzos. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So when she's out on the street, people are like, "Hey, give me a taste," and then it just does. That's not cool now. It's 2018. Give it a break. So that's not cool. The other,
Thank you, Jeremy,
the other,
protecting Jolie.
the other, Joshua Anderson. Big shout out to you. Thank you for donating.
Yeah. Thanks,
for being our
Joshua.
patron.
Typical Josh. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like if you need something
He
done,
comes through.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said he was going to help me move. He helped.
Right.
Yeah, he brought those boxes over to your apartment, right?
Yeah, I had to flatten him out though afterwards. But
Well.
still, it's the thought that counts. Good. He's a good guy.
Right. He's.
Did you give
he's
him
a-
back?
For what?
Well, he let you borrow his boxes.
They're flat now.
Yeah, but you can.
You don't borrow boxes. You give them.
I let you borrow Ben's at once, and I never got him back.
I told you you're not getting those back.
That's true. You know who would give it back? Daryl Joyce.
Oh yeah,
Solid dude.
Yeah.
Daryl Joyce and Jim Harris both.
both.
Yeah, they were in
Both
that
of them.
folk band. You remember that?
Jason and Harris.
Joyce
Yeah.
and Oates. Joyce
Yeah.
and Oates.
Yeah.
They took the first name of one of them and the last name of the other and combined.
Hoist.
I can definitely see those guys wearing hats and driving vehicles.
What kind of vehicles, Michael?
like
Some
leather
were
gloves.
good. Some were good, like a truck to someplace that needs something hauled.
And they play gigs on the back of the flatbed. So they can
That
they
takes me-
basically have gigs anywhere they want.
That takes me back to what's that? There's a couple of those terrible music videos of people playing piano in the back of trucks that are bad. But there's also good ones.
Vanessa Carlton is the she's not a supporter yet, but that's her video. It was classic.
You can step up, Vanessa.
was that
no
that was in the
pressure.
back? That was the backseat piano.
Yeah, that was a flatbed and piano going through
Right,
New York,
right.
but sort of similar. Yeah. Speaking of pianos, Chauncey Friend. This is my new favorite name, Chauncey Friend, Friend. Big thanks to supporting us on Patreon, being our friend.
Chauncey.
Let's say it all together. Thank
you
for being our friend.
Thank you
Whoa,
for
that was
being our friend.
Wow. Yeah. Get it, Golden Girl.
Thank
Scott Schroeder, Alex Weinberg.
Schroeder and Weinberg.
Right.
They're
attorneys.
that's attorneys at law.
Yeah, have you ever used them?
1-900-999-9999.
Right.
It sounds like you want to hear some hot legal chat.
Right.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you,
Is
Scott.
that-
Scott and Alex.
It's
appreciate
hot
it.
legal chat.
Thank you,
Are you
Scott.
looking
Thank
for
you,
some-
Alex.
Yeah.
Hot legal chat.
Here's a crowd favorite. Jarrett McGrath.
Oh, Jared
McGrath.
Yeah.
Ohio son, proudly representing, and not only are we his favorite gingers, we're probably just glad
The
to.
only gingers he knows.
Yeah, we're probably glad to know him in that way. Thank you, Jared.
That's right. If there were some
Also a very big Twitter Danny and Mike.
one of our
Absolutely.
D&M top interactors.
absolutely,
In the past calendar year.
Yep. But let's of course not forget about B Grunge.
B Grunge?
B Grunge. Do you remember B Grunge from back in the day?
No.
No.
We're not old enough. We're not as old as you,
Okay.
Jeremy.
Yeah,
All right.
Jeremy. Maybe you can take out some of your old mixtapes and show us. Take out
Well-
your old ViewMaster and show us your
I got that 2-inch tape that we can
the
roll
Ampex.
up.
Get the Ampex.
Well,
the
that's
Ampex machine out here.
yeah. They big time Danny and Mike supporter. BG Grunge.
BG.
No,
Grunge.
B Grunge. I'm screwing it. That super cool. The other person I kind of like 8-bit Gnosis.
8-bit Gnosis?
Gnosis.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, it means knowledge.
So that this
So
person
the Almighty
not only-
Knowledge is a Patreon fan of ours? Is that what you're saying?
Well, gnosis is the Greek word. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, this is a positive.
so that we like said person.
Cool.
Yeah.
Does that mean we get to go to the Greek
The temple.
god
No, we're
heaven?
gonna go to the temple of
Because-
8-bit knowledge and
I would
dip
like to
in
go
our
to-
Kid
Of
Icarus.
Doom or
But there is some good. You know what we grew up on, and that was the good 8-bit video games, and then later 16-bit. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because
this-
it doubled.
yeah, to be honest, I could have just stuck with 8-bit. I mean, it's 16-bit's not
it's
great.
my.
I guess
my,
you wouldn't have gotten Sega.
Look,
then.
my dad has the new Atari console that has 20 games
Yeah.
on it and stuff, and it is a bitch to play. You forget how crappy it was to just have a joystick and one button.
Right.
And, I was trying to play.
What about when
I was trying to play the boxing game, and I was just
Oh,
getting
man, that's
beat up. And
the
I was
boxing game is tough for everyone.
God. Is it
Everyone.
Punch Out?
No,
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 it's just called boxing.
It's an
Oh.
overhead
Two
game, and it's just
hands,
two
yeah, it's
arms
two-
punching.
Oh, wow.
Ding, ding, ding.
Wow.
Great.
Yeah.
It's a great one, and I'm terrible at it, and it pissed me off, and I was very upset.
So it
so
took you
give
back.
me. I want 16.
I want 12.
You'll do this.
I'll
okay.
do 16.
I
all right?
want
'Cause
12.
I want
I'll
Sega.
train.
I want Sega Genesis.
I want Tecmo
back.
Super Bowl.
That's what I want.
What are modern games like 64?
I can't
I
tell.
don't
I'm
know.
not allowed to tell you.
Okay, great.
I'm
they're-
really not allowed to
They're
tell
4K.
That's no, not yet. That's coming.
you. Nice try.
Here, just we'll jump up a bit. These are some of the people who support, who get the $5 perk on the Danny Mike Patreon.
Ooh.
You know what you get when you do $5 a month?
Do they get wooden nickels?
No, we could add that though. We'd have to get them made. Do they still make them? They probably
You can
do.
make wooden nickels.
No. They
2A,
make
the
them,
bar
they make them out of
2A
zinc.
gives you those as your happy hour 2-for-1 on the corner.
They're made out of zinc now. There's not enough wood
And
left.
Brooklyn Brewery does it too.
Yeah.
You get cool wooden nickels.
Maybe we need Danny and Mike.
Is this a Homer Simpson indicator?
No,
that,
just
that
saying
you know
that I know where all the wooden nickels are. They're
Yes.
all bars.
where they're all kept in Brooklyn. I know where all the wooden nickels are in Brooklyn.
Also, if you need a $2 bill, just talk to Danny Tamborelli at D Tamborelli.
Or a silver dollar. I got a couple of those too.
He runs the blog alternate currencies that aren't cryptocurrencies. Yeah. No, but this tier, if you get $5, you get a video version of the podcast. A lot of our live shows we video. We're going to sooner or later do in studio video. Bonus audio, which is
Luckily, we didn't.
Thanks for spending that extra money on our our rare outtakes.
Yeah, luckily we didn't do the.
How's your hip hop game, kids?
The shirtless.
There's some good crappy.
We didn't do the
hip-hop
shirtless podcast as a giveaway Patreon video. Luckily,
We didn't want to do that for anybody. That would have been NC-17.
Not only that, we would have had to buy a new camera by the end of it. So
Wow.
The other thing that you get is access to digitized Pete and Pete memorabilia. There's some great stuff on
Yeah,
there.
we went searching low
through
and
all
high,
of our
crap.
parents' basements, and
And you know how much extra time you have to spend with your parents?
Yeah, just talking
just
to
to
them
talk to
while
them?
saying yeah.
Yeah.
You got any more of that old crap left it's down here? Hey, remember that stuff you gave away? Got any of it left?
I would like to know if any of those patrons would make our sweet potato smashy recipe,
Oh,
because
interesting.
I've made it and it's good.
Interesting.
and
You
is-
have not made the sweet potato
Yeah, I have.
smashes. They're healthy, aren't they?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mike.
That's why.
So if you are a $5 patron on our Patreon and you make, there's a recipe on there. This is part of
and
the
you make
digital
sweet
And if you,
potato
make, if you make that recipe and send me a little quick video of you eating it,
Send
or
us.
a
or
couple-
making it, whatever. Yeah,
whatever.
free T-shirt.
We'll give you.
Of course, we only have small and medium right now, but
We will
we'll
visit.
get you- we'll
we
get
will
you.
visit you and eat your smashies.
Yeah, send in. Make sure you get some dry ice and you overnight it to 444 8th Street.
4444.
Thanks, Mike. So just let me go a couple names here. Q, because they don't have a name, but their email starts with Q. I'm going to say thanks to Q. Liz Hollander. Thanks, Liz. Michael Gowdy. Thanks, Mike.
That's a real person.
Superfan Giovanni. Giovanni's a good guy. He runs the Love Line archive. So
I met a guy.
Ooh.
I met a guy named Q the other day. I was just working some base camp in the Bronx, and a guy was letting me know about his court case and and how he's trying to get himself back
I don't
on
know
track.
if that was Q, the same Q.
No,
but
it could
if
be a different Q.
If it was the same
It
Q,
could be a
though,
different Q.
we hope you got off.
No, he's. I think he's getting it dismissed, and he's
Nice.
got probation right now,
so
he's
he
looking
can
to get,
still
Cool.
looking to
give
get
us-
that
And if this is
dismissed.
a different Q, good luck on that front as well.
Yeah.
But thank you for being our patron.
But I told Q there's plenty of work within the film industry if you want to, meet people, use your Espanol, and just work different hours and meet a lot of different wacky people. So good luck to you, Q. I met you last week and still thinking of you.
What's your
It's a different Q. It's a different Q.
What's your we don't know.
We don't know.
What's your favorite Q
you tell him about the
character in a
podcast?
movie or TV show? Mine would be Q from Juice.
Mine would just be Dennis Leary saying, "I love this fucking Q, don't you?"
Okay.
Mine would be
Oh.
Q from James Bond.
Oh, okay.
That would have been the. I thought that was going to be the one you said, Jeremy, because you're old enough to remember
Okay,
all the Bond
Mike,
films.
Danny. I called you Mike. I'm so sorry, Mike.
Wow.
Yes, I am old, but
Did you give Liz a shout out in there and also the other person?
you know who's next on Pete Hunley? We talked about Reeves Moore. Tell me about Ilana.
Alana?
Yeah.
She tells me my fortune.
She does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's great.
she's
She told me I was going to get hitched. I'm getting hitched.
wow,
Yeah.
wow.
I'm sorry, your psychic fortune teller is one of the Patreon
Yeah.
contributors.
But the thing is that she always knows what episode is up next because we're that tuned in. But she listens anyway because she wants to know that maybe once in a while.
I'm pretty sure it's because you make announcements about what episode is going to be up next. It's not because she knows.
Well,
she's not in.
you know,
She's not actually psychic.
We don't.
look. It's just.
Did you ever watch the
this
Jeopardy
isn't
at
under the
5
table
o'clock and
transaction,
pretend that you knew the answers at 7 o'clock? Did you ever do that? You did that. You watched early Jeopardy.
I know who did that. Carl Yoder. Carl Yoder is a big Jeopardy. He would just show up at other people's
Cheater?
houses and be like, "Ooh, I know all the answers." But we still love you, Carl. Thanks for supporting us on the Patreon.
Oh my
You're all
gosh!
right.
Well,
You're
you
all
know
right,
what?
Carl.
Hey, that's some people. You got to do it.
They just need to feel better about themselves.
Tell me about Jason, Joseph, and Jumpin' Jehoshaphat's. Those three people: Jason Requino, Joseph D. Marhi, and Jumpin' Jehoshaphat's. Tell me about those three because they did something really crazy last week.
If I
Did
could,
they?
If I could, if I could, I'd like.
I
to
went to that concert.
I'd like to concentrate on Jehoshaphat's.
Okay, Jumpin'.
And yeah, he left the ground, and that's something that you can't discount.
What?
He jumped. He's jumping Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, I know, but that's the band that he's in.
Oh,
You know what? Jumpin'
It's
Jehoshaphat's.
those two guys and the Jumpin' Jehoshaphat.
go ahead.
Alex Koski.
Wait.
That's actually Jumpin' Jehoshaphat. So shout out to Alex.
Oh,
Thank you
Alex.
for being a
Yeah.
supporter.
Alex also.
Yeah.
He's a Twitter man.
That's right. Live the Movies. Big shout out. I think this is I guess they're plugging their movie thing. Live the Movies. Maybe it's a blog. I don't know.
.blogspot.com.
Yeah, what would you call what we do? It's kind of a pod
A
pod
plog.
scrum, a plog. I like a plog.
Shout out to Troy Arden. Thanks for supporting us.
Classic Troy.
Troy is solid when it comes to supporting us. You know, there's one day I was like, "Oh man, is he going to support us?" And he totally did.
It was the first of the month. And
Yep. The first one. Here's a big one. You guys know this guy. His name's Seth. Seth Olenek.
Oh, Seth Olenek.
Big
One of
supporter of
our,
the Danny and Mike
one
show.
of-
He's a big supporter of the Danny and Mike
Yeah.
show.
and he's a quality artist in his own right.
Absolutely. He's responsible, for a lot of our promo pictures and candids.
And some cute pictures of my baby. I got him to take some pictures of my baby.
Family pics.
Yes, he's available for your family pic bookings.
By going to SethOlenek.com.
That's right.
And he's not related to Alex
Marissa.
Mack.
No.
He's not related to Alex Mack.
So next up on the list, and this is a big one, this is Adam Suzanne.
The Adam Suzanne?
The Adam. Yeah.
This guy has attended our Brooklyn shows, our live Union Hall shows. This is what you call a supporter.
That's right.
Yes, a true supporter. In
Supporter.
every sense of the word.
That's right. And he's pretty high up on the tiers, and we appreciate you giving. And
You need Restasis or some other type of eye wetting solution if you're that high up on tiers.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Let's see. It took me a second to get where you were going, and I liked it.
Do you know what? Do you know what Adam gets for his generous donations?
Amoxicillin?
He gets a custom Petism or mic.
Zithromax.
Zithromax.
He gets a custom Petism or mic voiceover MP3 voicemail. So that'll be coming your way pretty soon.
Oh, Lord.
Do you guys want to do a little rehearsal, a little test for that? Name
Sure.
Adam Suzanne.
You have reached 2, 4, 1, 8, 6, 5, 0, 9, 8, 7.
It's a lot of numbers.
Sorry for giving out your number.
The
Person
The
has
vo-
not set up his mailbox
the
yet.
voicemail box is full. Please call back again. Goodbye.
Just
That's right.
kidding.
So that's just the warm up, Adam. You'll
that
be
wouldn't
getting
be exactly
a real
it.
one.
Yeah.
Yes,
and if
you'll
you
be
wanted
getting
a
good one.
custom Petism, I would tell you to,
If you-
bite your scab
Mhm.
and
if you
suck
wanna-
chowder, jerkweed.
Right.
If you want a real voicemail greeting, you're going to have to empty a voicemail box. Otherwise, I'm not doing it.
Big shout out to Adam. Thank you so much for supporting us. Also, Paul Allen. Paul Allen's our big supporter of the month, and would give a big shout out to him.
Wait,
Paul
hold on.
Allen.
Paul Allen.
Thank you for your support.
Los Angeles Clippers owner and former Microsoft executive, Paul Allen.
Oh man,
Wow.
if that's
is that
true,
Is that who we're talking about here?
I mean, it could be. We don't know. We don't ask. Look, if you want to be a Patreon contributor,
I'm just glad Donald
we don't
Sterling
do background
does
checks.
not own the.
We don't do background
the
checks.
Clippers
We don't do anything like that. You
that's
can,
true.
your past is your past, and we just want to know.
Oh my
your
God.
name.
Patreon is money laundering, is Russian money laundering for the Trump campaign. I hope you realize.
Well-
Sorry, Adam.
yeah. But
Wow.
Paul wraps us up here.
Allen.
On this.
Sorry, Paul Allen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and everybody that supports us on Patreon. We
I'm still not going to root for you in the playoffs.
well,
What do you?
you don't like the teams that are playing in the.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
big shout out. Thank you so much for supporting us.
Yeah,
we
thank
really,
you
really
so much,
appreciate
guys.
it.
We do it for you. We don't do it for anyone in this room because that's just
Look,
each other.
I could listen to myself talk all day.
Yeah.
But I choose to.
But I choose
Tell
to
me
talk
about it.
into a can for you, the people I love.
That's right.
Yeah.
And one other big Patreon non-sponsor or contributor that we'd like to get on there is Polar Seltzer.
Step up to the plate, Polar. Let's go.
I just figured I'd throw
Let's
it
go,
out.
Polar. The ball's in your
If you
court.
guys are
Let's go.
listening, you should tweet at Polar because we've done everything that we could
Yeah.
to show them our appreciation.
Besides kidnap the executive of Polar Seltzer.
Well, let's not go that
it's on the
far.
table,
That's-
though.
Yeah.
Did you ever see The King of Comedy?
No.
Really? Jerry Lewis?
Oh,
This is
because there was another
documentary?
Kings
De
of
Niro?
Comedy. That was
De Niro?
No.
Yeah.
Sandra Bernhard?
Man, I missed it.
Really?
King of Comedy.
No,
King of
is
Co-
that the one that where he's like a washed-up comedian?
Rupert Pupkin?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Okay.
They
Next time.
asked me if I wanted to be an extra in that, to be 100% honest, and they were like,
No, I
yeah.
think you're talking about Kings of Comedy.
That's a different thing. And then, that spawned a million.
No.
They came in, they said, we need somebody to be a body double for Cedric the Entertainer. And he said, no, I'm not doing this.
Not doing it unless somebody
Can't do it.
drops 200 on Patreon, and then he'll do it.
Wow.
So
Ball's in your court, Cedric.
I am at Remy Balin. I have another podcast called Fresh Beef. Check that out. This is Michael C. Morona on
With the C spelled out.
Well, yeah, no period though. And then over there at D Tamborelli.
Yes.
And then you can check us out on all of our platforms.
Danny Tamborelli was taken.
Danny and Mike with the N spelled out.
And he will
Don't
be
tweet
later
at
this year.
Danny, at Danny Tamborelli.
He will be
because
taken
it's
later
somebody
this
that
year.
Has my handle and isn't me.
Fingers crossed.
What's that?
You're not taken, but you will be later this year.
Oh yeah, big
3
shout out.
months.
Yep, 3 months
big
away.
3 months out.
Yep.
Literally.
So, time to start detoxing.
That's right. You got to fit into that dress, baby. Thank you for supporting us. I've said it 100 times, but we really do appreciate it.
Yeah,
and,
very much so.
I'm going to.
I'm going to mush all the names of all our contributors, supporters together into one sound. And,
Okay.
it's thank you to
Yeah. Yeah, we appreciate it. And those of you who had the larger tier rewards, look for those very soon.
Your
in your
rewards
inbox.
are in the nail.
That's right.
In the nail.
In the now. Live in the now, Stacy. I lost you 6 months ago.
Get the net.
I feel like we have Wayne's World references a lot on this podcast.
Well, that's just showing our age.
Yep. That's
And
okay.
on that note,
Bye.
Bye.
it's Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent.
The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Morona. The show is produced by Jeremy Balin. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also, look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the N spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.